Guys, welcome to my channel. Now, I know around the holiday season, so many people get so stressed out. And to be honest, the holidays are not about that. The holidays should be about relaxing, being cozy by the fire, all wonderful things like that. But so many people get so stressed out. So today is going to be, I think I got maybe like 10 tips of how you can be more relaxed and intentional this holiday season. So the first tip is make sure that you're more intentional with your time. And with that, make sure that you really prioritize what you want to do, and that needs to include you time. Don't just worry about running around to all these different houses, all these other parties, and forgetting about yourself. This is a time to also reflect on your year, to relax on your own, maybe take a bubble bath, just relax and really soak in the previous year. Now with that, it's okay to say no to events. Now I know obviously in this time there's 47 people having a New Year's party, 32 people having a Christmas party, 47 having a Hanukkah party that you don't even celebrate but you got invited to, and you feel obligated going to every single one. Well, instead of that, it's okay. Just say no. Pick those priorities. Pick the people that you think are going to appreciate it the most, maybe the ones that you personally want to go to the most. And then feel free to say no to the others. Now again, if you feel guilty on that, that's okay, that's completely natural. But maybe suggest, I don't know, instead of going to a whole bunch of New Year's parties, saying, hey, maybe once the holidays die down, do you just want to have a dinner at my place? And then maybe January 12th or something, a couple weeks later, then plan something and invite them over to your place or go over to their place or something like that. Everything doesn't have to be crammed into this like couple week span. Make your New Year's, I don't know, a month long, 2 months long, and catch up with all your friends then instead of feeling so overwhelmed within this time. Now I know that might make you feel overwhelmed too, meaning like, oh my God, every weekend for a month I have to do something. But honestly, it's really up to you. Personally, that makes me less stressed. But if that doesn't and you rather just cram it into all in one weekend, that's absolutely fine too. Figure out what works for you and make sure that you make that a priority. Now, while you're actually at these events, make sure that you're not thinking about the next event that you have to go to. So make sure that you're being intentional while you're there. Make sure that you're living in that moment rather than thinking, oh my God, I have to go to this event, I have to go to that event, and then stressing out and not even enjoying that event that you're currently at. Also with that, just think about what actually is the importance of the holidays. The importance is not having the most extravagant gift or the most expensive gift or even the most perfect gift for your significant other or for your son or daughter or grandparent or whoever. It's just about actually being with each other and celebrating together and having that time. Now again, obviously this year it might be a little bit different with the holidays, even if you're just able to do it on Zoom, or maybe, you know what, maybe this is the year to take it for yourself, to relax a little yourself, just with your immediate family, just with yourself, your significant other, something like that. I definitely suggest maybe soak up this year and actually take that as an advantage. Now, another wonderful tip to be intentional this year is maybe think about new traditions. Now, old traditions are obviously wonderful, but new traditions, you can simplify them. For example, maybe every Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or something, or a holiday, you end up going all out and you buy a ham and a turkey and corn and mashed potatoes and you have like a whole Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe, you know what, scratch that. Say, every Christmas Eve, we're doing a pizza party. And now have a pizza party every single Christmas Eve. Make it a new tradition. Now, a pizza party is super easy. You order the pizza, maybe you get paper plates, and you have no dishes. Everyone throws out their dish, and you have a wonderful evening. And that kind of brings me back to what I was mentioning before. You don't need to worry about things being perfect, having the most elaborate dinner. Pizza parties are great. To be honest, I actually think that I might start doing that as a tradition on my own, because that sounds wonderful as a Christmas Eve dinner. So also with that, feel free to talk to your family about these traditions. See if maybe you could get them on the bandwagon. Same with even doing traditions in terms of gift giving. A lot of us are used to giving a gift to every single person in their family, but doing something like a secret Santa, maybe asking your family ahead of time if they think that that would be a good idea, and getting people on that bandwagon ahead is definitely going to be helpful. Now you only need to gift to maybe like one person or two people instead of gifting to a whole bunch of people. Now, I know breaking traditions might be taboo and you might be scared to ask your family if they think that this would be a good idea. But to be honest, they're probably going to be super grateful that you did, because in the long run, they're probably thinking the same thing. Maybe they're tight on finances too, and they don't want to give a bunch of gifts. Or maybe just the stress of giving gifts, or the stress of making that food the night before the holiday. All those things could be very stressful, and everyone could be thinking the same thing as you. It just takes someone to kind of build up the courage to ask the rest of the family, and believe it or not, probably everyone's going to be on board. Now, another thing to be a little bit more minimal and intentional this holiday season is simply forget the decorations. Now, I know that's super hypocritical of me right now because, as you see, the wonderful decorations behind me, but that brings me happiness. If getting on the roof and putting up decorations doesn't bring you happiness, then don't do it. I know people think, oh, well, I have to. I'm going to be the only house on the block without decorations, or people are going to come over and look for those Christmas decorations. Even if you have done it in the past, scratch it. You don't really need to do it now. Now, this here is another tip. Obviously, it doesn't apply to me since I don't have kids, but for every gift that you give them, encourage them to give away one, two, maybe even three items of their own. They could give this to maybe a less fortunate family, and they could give them a Christmas too. But I think that it's super important just to kind of keep your house minimal. You don't want to be bringing things into your house if you're not purging things and bringing things out, because soon enough, it's just going to get super cluttered. Now, the very last tip is just give yourself grace. Don't worry about things being perfect, as I mentioned before. Everyone's stressed in this time, or at least a lot of people are stressed in this time, but we don't want people to be stressed during the holiday season. So if you're at the grocery store and maybe someone gives you a little attitude, don't let it ruin your day. Also, maybe just be kind to them, because maybe that's what they need in this situation. The holidays are supposed to be this happy time, but we do know that people are getting stressed out. Also, with the pandemic, maybe people are upset that they're not going to be able to see their families and things of that nature. So there's definitely a lot of stressful things within this time of year. So give yourself grace if you're struggling, give yourself grace and know that it's okay, but also give that on other people as well. Give them the benefit of the doubt. So honestly, if there's anything that you got out of this video, just make sure that you're nice and intentional in the moment and you're living in that moment, not worrying about the things that you have to do later. In addition to that, maybe nix the traditions, nix those decorations. You don't need all of those things. Make sure that you just do what you truly want to do. Put yourself first this holiday season. Well, with that said, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.